If you can't tell me who Masta Ace is, then I'm sorry, you probably don't fully know Eminem. You know the albums, you know the Grammys, you know the movie, and you know the Slim Shady lore, but you don't know where the style actually came from. And that gap in your knowledge, that's exactly what I'm fixing today.
I am Broadway the Lyricist, homie, just let me do my thing. I'm on top, on my grind, I'ma always get it.
There's a legend out of Brooklyn. He goes by the name Masta Ace. And if you don't know who that is, I'm not saying you should feel bad, but a good Googling is definitely in order. You probably heard the name thrown around in those top tier MC conversations because Eminem himself, the guy a lot of y'all call the GOAT, has basically said that Masta Ace helped shape the way he raps. Let that sink in for a minute. And while you're doing that, I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. I go by the name Broadway the Lyricist. I'm a hip-hop enthusiast and cultural storyteller. And if you're a fan of hip-hop commentary, history, or anything related to the culture, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and click that bell icon so you guys never miss an upload. So picture a broke kid in Detroit. No deal, no shine, just Detroit streets, a beat-up car, and big dreams that nobody around him was really taking seriously yet. That kid is M. Pre-Dre, pre-everything. And what's he listening to on repeat with his bro Proof and them D12 boys? Masta Ace's 1993 album, Slaughterhouse. Eminem told Ace this directly, that that's the album that they were riding around to all day. That was the soundtrack to the grind. Ace has talked about it publicly, it's confirmed, it happened. So who is this guy that had a young Eminem locked in? Masta Ace shows up in 1988 on a track called The Symphony. Marley Marl produced it, Big Daddy Kane was on it, Kool G Rap was on it. These are legends, bro. Legends. And Ace held his own. Came through with a verse that was so dope that it basically announced him to the world. But here's the thing about Ace that I think gets slept on. He wasn't just technically nice, he was a storyteller, conversational, vivid. He rapped like he was talking to you, not performing at you. His 1993 album Slaughterhouse was a concept album that was low-key mocking gangster rap while still being a hard album. Like the audacity, the wit, the precision. You could hear it. Once you know what you're listening for, you can absolutely hear it. Listen, I'm not out here building conspiracy theories. I'm not connecting dots that ain't there. M actually said this himself. In his book, The Way I Am, he wrote that Masta Ace had amazing storytelling skills and that his thoughts were so vivid. That's M in print. And on Shade 45, he says that every time he listened to Ace, it made him want to rap. And then there was the birthday message. This one really got me. For Masta Ace's 50th birthday celebration, M sent a video message and rapped Ace's entire verse from the symphony from memory. Word for word, bro. You don't do that for somebody that you casually respect. And M is known for being a student of the culture and giving MCs that inspired him their flowers. So what did Eminem actually absorb from Ace? Like what carried over? The storytelling structure, the way that he's rapping at you like it's a real conversation and not a performance, not a show. The dark humor, the way the syllables kind of get bent and stretched just right so the rhythm feels natural even when it's technically insane. And that cadence, especially the cadence. Early Eminem, and I'm talking about Infinite, Underground Eminem, that cadence had Masta Ace written all over it. The pacing, the way that certain lines had that conversational bounce. Like he wasn't even trying. That's definitely an Ace thing, and he perfected that before M ever picked it up. Listen to his album Slaughterhouse, and then go back to Infinite, back to back. And I'm not saying that you will hear a carbon copy, because you won't. M definitely made it his own, and he took it somewhere else entirely. Masta Ace himself even said that. He said Eminem took whatever he absorbed and did something on a completely different plateau. But in terms of the roots, they're definitely there if you listen. My brain's dead weight. I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out with Spice Girl I want to impregnate. Here's what I love about this whole thing. It wasn't just M talking about it. He showed it. In 2000, he jumped on a track called Hellbound with Ace and Jay Black. Two guys that were at very different points in their careers. And just making music because the respect was real. In 2008, he remixed a track off Slaughterhouse for a compilation, a deliberate nod, like a hey, I didn't forget that moment. And then in 2017, on his album Revival, he opened up two verses of Untouchable, echoing from Ace's Born to Roll. It was quiet, it was subtle, but it was definitely there. And that's love. We talk about Eminem influences like it's a short list. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Dr. Dre, and all those are definitely real. I'm not disputing any of that. but Masta Ace is definitely in the conversation. He's not some footnote, he's not a fun fact. He's a guy that was doing something genuinely innovative in the early 90s, and it landed on a kid from Detroit at exactly the right time. And that kid became one of the greatest technical lyricists in hip-hop history. Hip-hop has always worked like this. One MC passes something to the next one, and not always intentionally. Sometimes just by putting great work into the world, and that thing gets transformed into something new, something bigger. Masta Ace never asked for credit. He's been gracious every single time someone brings this up. He said we as artists all feed off each other. That's it. No ego, no you're welcome, just facts. So if you've never actually sat down and listened to Masta Ace's Slaughterhouse or Sitting on Chrome, definitely go check those out. This way you can get a feel of what Eminem heard in those albums. And you're gonna wanna hear it too. I promise you it hits different when you know the story. If you want one of my personal favorites, I say you go listen to his album, Disposable Arts. It's an incredible album in his body of work. But now, I want to hear from you guys. Were you already up on the influence that Masta Ace had on Eminem? If so, what's your favorite Masta Ace album or track? Drop it down in the comments. I always enjoy chopping it up with y'all down there. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe and click that bell icon so you guys never miss an upload. And if you want to see more rappers we don't talk about enough style videos, click here to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I truly appreciate y'all. Peace.